If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Hello and welcome to the Three Gaffers, Season 2, Episode 1, with myself, Edward Brookes.
James Francis.
And...
still reporting live from France, it's Joe Lowden.
It looks like he's having a whale of a time, doesn't he?
Tell you what, it's a better background than last time. I think it's a bit more behaved as well.
Sun's out this time, isn't it? It's quite nice for Joe. We'll be speaking about the start of the Premier League season and who got off to the dream start and who is having a horror show. We will also be talking about how we all got on in FPL in our new segment with you, James.
I can't wait. I'm feeling very happy about mine.
It's going to be good. Well, I mean, you've just done amazing the first game week. We're also going to talk about our two sides, Arsenal United and Arsenal schooling United at Old Trafford.
No chance. We outplayed you, but somehow we lost. Look at the stats.
3 points went to North London, is all I'm saying, mate.
Didn't deserve to win.
You think?
Didn't deserve to win.
We'll get on to that later in the video.
Did not deserve to win.
Premier League roundup. We're now going on to our first game of the Premier League season was Liverpool, the reigning champions, beating Bournemouth not very convincingly. I mean, they were 2-0 up, kind of maybe, strolling along. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, Semenyo just pulls out an incredible performance.
Mate, some player, Oh, he's not been snapped up.
You rate him, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I think after this summer, if he keeps up his performances, he'll definitely be picked up by a top six. Then, in the final moments of the game, Chiesa getting a very, very late winner, and obviously, Mr. Inevitable in game week 1, Mohamed Salah wraps it all up.
Always does it. I believe scored in 10 starts, 10 Prem starts. Crazy.
I mean, this was the no-brainer. This was this is the banker.
He's the banker.
As some people say.
One that can't lose. XTK did well, though.
Newcastle start off Saturday's fixtures with the most boring 0-0 I have seen. I think we should also talk about that Aston Villa were down 10 men for half an hour. And
they still couldn't do anything.
No.
Maybe missing a striker.
You think?
Maybe missing someone up top,
I wonder who they're missing.
They're missing some firepower.
Oh, yeah, is it?
Who is it?
Isaac? No?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I mean, very poor performance kind of from both sides. I mean, but Newcastle...
I was a Newcastle fan.
Losing it.
I'd be so frustrated.
But I mean, not being able
I'd be so annoyed not being Newcastle fans ourselves.
Yeah.
I'd be very frustrated. If he was here today, I'm sure he's very upset.
Them not being able to capitalise upon being Villa being down to 10 men for half an hour. Newcastle fans voice their opinions on Alexander Isak and his recent behaviour, which I find hilarious. It just keeps on getting worse for Joe since the podcast started.
It.
Oh, that's big talk there, big talk. But should we talk about the Premier League season, shall we? How it kicked off. Liverpool versus Bournemouth at Anfield. It was a big game, especially after what happened in the summer with Diogo and his brother. A lot of emotions, a lot of energy in Anfield. And it went perfect to start with. Ekitike putting them 1-0 up, and then Gakpo making it 2 just after half time. It looked like it was going to be plain sailing for Liverpool. They were dominating, nothing really going wrong. It was just very easy for them. But there was one player that made it increasingly difficult for them, and that was Antoine Semenyo. What a player, what a bit of play from him, putting it 2-2. And you just thought, if Bournemouth kept pushing, they could have maybe done a massive upset at the beginning of the season, but they started to back off, and it seemed written in the stars that Liverpool were going to win on that day. And you had Federico Chiesa scoring in the 90th minute or 89th minute. And then you had Mo Salah with his obligatory opening day goal in the 94th, one of them. In the 94th, I think it was. And that wrapped up 4-2. It was an interesting start to the Premier League season. I thought Liverpool were going to be a bit more dominant than that. Florian Wirtz didn't look great. But then we moved on to the beginning of Saturday. And it was my team, the Mighty Toon, in action. And they drew 0-0 to Villa. Yeah. It was a tough game to watch. It was dominant from Newcastle. We didn't really have any problems in the first half. A couple of shots on target in the second half from Villa. Nothing outrageous, nothing dangerous really. Watkins was kept quiet, which is their only real outlet up front. And yeah, it's really tough. It was one of those ones where if you had a striker on the pitch, could have been a different story, which is obviously a big topic with Newcastle at the moment, with you obviously having Isak out, not really a recognised striker in the group, Anthony Gordon having to play up front. But Elanga did go through on goal. He hit his shot, saved by the keeper. We had a couple other chances, but nothing major. But you know what? Point of Villa Park, not a bad result. Better than when we did last season. We went and lost there last season, so yeah, not a bad start to the season for Newcastle.
Then Brighton looked like they were going on for their first win of the season until a last-minute winner, James.
Not too bad, you know.
Not too bad. I mean, Fulham getting a last-minute equaliser with Muniz, and it looks like he's maybe going out the door after scoring a last-minute
At
winner.
least he left him a little gift on his way out.
Little gift. He went, "Here's a point." We also saw Sunderland show Joe's beloved Newcastle how to actually get 3 points on the opening day of the season.
Best fans, 3-0 win. What more can you want? You know what I mean?
Incredible fans.
Show them how it's done.
They really did. It was a great win against West Ham, 3-0. Solid at the back, great in attack. It was a big surprise for a lot of people, but Sunderland, they're back in the Premier League.
West Ham going down.
A certain team were in heaven for their first game of the season, and that team was Sunderland. Winning 3-0 against, probably, genuinely watching that game, one of the worst West Ham sides performances I've seen in an absolute donkey's time. Don't take anything away from Sunderland, though. They did what needed to be done. They won 3-0. West Ham looked promising, maybe they opened in 15, 20 minutes, but yeah, Sunderland took their chances and they went 3-0 up with... Can't believe they won their opening day of the season. But yeah, it's a good result for them. Let's hope for Sunderland fans at least, let's hope it's not their only joy of the season. They've obviously got quite a nice start to the season with some mid to low table teams to face early on. I suppose later on in the season we'll really get to understand where they're actually at with obviously all their massive transfer business of Xhaka, Adingra, as well as they've just brought in Nordi Makieli. They've brought in a load of players, so let's see if it'll pay off, and then they'll take that points deduction next season on the chin, I guess.
Going down. As well as Spurs. I mean, they had a really good opening day of the season. Beating relegation favourites Burnley 3-0 with Richarlison and Kudus being the stars of the show, weren't they?
So annoyed. I backed him.
You backed him on FPL to the last minute.
I backed him and I took him out last minute. And look what he did. Insane.
I mean,
insane.
I think Spurs this season, what do you think about Thomas Frank? Like, we've talked about him before. He's obviously...
I think from what we've seen, obviously, we're going to see more. I think he's going to change the way they play, and obviously, but I rate him. You know, I'd have took him.
I think he's a great manager.
I think he's going to change the way they play, and I think top 6, mate. I can see it.
I think they'll do well. But final game of Saturday was Manchester City dominating and winning 4-0 away at Wolves.
They look strong.
Anyone took you all right, James, or anyone?
Alan, mate. My shining light. I hate saying that as a United fan.
I can't believe
when we get into FPL late, you'll see why. But
yeah, I can't believe that both me and Joe didn't even think about him, and then but
there's levels to this game.
There is levels.
That's why.
But Haaland getting on the score sheet, as well as Reinders, who I used to really enjoy watching play for Milan last season. Getting a goal and assist on his debut, looking like he's got very, very big shoes to fill in Kevin De Bruyne's shoes, but he gets off to an absolutely great start.
Moving on to the final game on the Saturday, which was Manchester City versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, and it was an absolute demolition job. Obviously, you had Haaland getting his obligatory double against any bottom half Premier League side, as well as someone who I know James will be very happy with, Tijani Reinders, absolutely showing what he can do in a Manchester City shirt. It was absolutely unbelievable. He looked unbelievable on that pitch, as well as the whole team was really good. Wolves had their moments, they had their threats, they just couldn't really convert anything, which it happens against Man City. Sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it doesn't. And you obviously had the introduction of Rayan Cherki, who came on and did an absolute masterpiece in his goal of flicking it around the corner, getting it back, and then tucking it away with his weak foot into the bottom corner as a sub. It's an absolutely lovely stuff you want to see. Does this make City favourites for the title, possibly? This dominant against a mid-table to lower Premier League side, just without even really any prep. Not a lot of... They looked good.
We then move on to Sunday with, in my opinion, the biggest disappointment of the weekend, with Chelsea drawing 0-0 to Crystal Palace at home after the back of a great pre-season, winning the Club World Cup.
With all they brought in.
All they brought in.
All this firepower they brought in, and they can't even put a goal away. I mean, I know Palace have been doing well, but like Chelsea expected to be getting top 4 this season. Anything less than that with the purchases they've made, the way they look in pre-season, there's no way they don't. But seeing that game, if I was a fan, I'd be worried.
I think Crystal Palace were the better team as well. They had,
I think they deserve it.
They had a disallowed goal as well, Eze's disallowed goal. And what is the future for Eze and Mark Guehi? What are your opinions on that? Do you think Mark Guehi is off to Liverpool? Do you think Eze is off to Spurs?
I don't know about Guehi, but Eze's off in a...
Yeah, I mean, what a player! He needs to be in and around the trophies or in and around a top team.
He deserves that.
Season.
Player he is. He deserves trophies.
Yeah. It looks like Chelsea did struggle in that game, but moving on to the next fixture. Forest start the season strong with a 3-1 win over Brentford.
This hurts.
And Chris Wood at the double. Go on.
I had Chris Wood in my team.
FPL, by the way.
For weeks in FPL. I knew he'd do the business because I rate him so much. 2 goals? Oh, stop it. At least I had Anderson as shining.
It's weird that Chris Wood has now become inevitable. Do you know what I mean? Like, a great performance from Chris Wood with the double. Elliot Anderson as well with another great performance. Very cheap on FPL, may I quickly add, and a really great buy for all of those that did pick him. Brentford look a shadow of themselves after Frank's departure. It is sad to see, and maybe it's going to be a big struggle for Brentford.
I think they're going to struggle.
You do?
Yeah.
I think they'll be right down and around it, but we shall see. Then moving on to the big one. Our sides. We did a match preview outside Old Trafford, and it is James's side, Manchester United versus mine, the Arsenal. Arsenal came away with a 1-0 win away at Old Trafford on the opening day. Some may say that the losing side were the better team.
Yep.
But I think
everyone would say that.
Yeah,
apart from you lot.
Yeah, maybe. But I would also say that all that matters on opening day of the season, especially according to your own fans last season, that all that matters is getting 3 points on the opening day.
No, it does. I mean, I think we see improvement in United, and it is great to watch that game and seeing like Cunha running up and Bremo even little glimpses of what he's going to give. But I think Sesko should have started the game.
You think?
Hands down. Because he's coming onto a defeated side and already 1-0 down. And seeing United that they have been a couple of years, once you go down, we just look like...
Go on then. When you were 1-0 down, would you have preferred Sesko to not have come on at all, or would you have preferred...
No, I like it. Come on. I think get out of the way. I mean, it's a home fixture. Let the fans see him. He should have started the game. I think it'd have been a different game. But we deserve to win that game. Cunha running through the defence like with nothing. I'd say the best defence in the league right now. Or at least last season.
I mean, it was truly a game of attack versus defence, wasn't it?
And he ran through like doing nothing. If you didn't have Raya, because he saved that game.
I think you've changed your opinion on David Raya, you know? I think I
have. And I think it was clearly a match who had the better keeper. That's all it was. We had our second choice, and he had made an awful mistake. But it's 1-0 down. He didn't make any more after that. He kept us going after that.
One big mistake.
We were all over you. We deserved it.
I think as well that like it was a game of defence versus attack. I think that once we got the goal to take the lead, instead of pushing on from that, I think that Arteta and the team set up in a way that they were like, we're away from home here at Old Trafford. We don't have the best like all-time record. Recently, it's been a lot better. Just get it done. Get it over. Like get everyone behind the ball. Get the 3 points in the bag. Move on to Leeds next week. But it was a hard watch as an Arsenal fan. I saw my team not play very well yet or be able to pick up the 3 points. So at the end of the day, we won. I'm very happy, but I'm not even going to try to talk about how much Gyökeres stunk up the gaff.
That's got to be worrying. As an Arsenal fan, how does it feel? 60 minutes and just ghosting.
I think that the strategy throughout the season this year is going to be Gyökeres up front to start. He'll play like about around 60 to 70 minutes. If it's not working and he's not ticking and we're not getting the best out of him, that's when we bring on Havertz off the bench and seeing if we change things up, will it benefit us, and it gives us a plan B. But at the same time, like the appearance and the debut that Gyökeres did at Old Trafford was quite literally appalling. But everyone has bad days, but it's such a bad debut that like you do start to worry. But I mean, it's one game. We'll see. Leeds at home with the fans backing him the whole time. I would like to see what Gyökeres does there.
Sesko had less minutes and more shots. He got shots on, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you were very attacking. I was
you've got to be worried.
I do want to say I was so impressed by Matheus Cunha and I was so impressed by Bryan Mbeumo. I've not seen that level of an impact to United's team in quite a while.
I think they're going to transform.
They really changed it, and they fit Ruben Amorim's system so well. I think they're both very, very good buys for you. And I think long may the season continue and see what Cunha and Mbeumo can do. But also, if Arsenal can keep on just grinding out 3 points, it might not be pretty, but I'll be happy. Do you know what I mean?
Ugly wins.
Ugly wins, I'll take it. Moving on to your new segment, James. Every week in the Free Gaffers podcast, we're going to have this segment, which James is going to take away.
As expected, the man leading it is going to be on top by considerably. I can't even say that word, but we are miles above. Look at that team. You've got Sanchez, 7 points.
Yeah, great.
You've got Pedro Porro, Van de Ven, double Spurs defence, 6 points each. You've got Tarkowski, unlucky to get that penalty against them.
What's his name?
I can't even say his name.
Tarkowski.
But 4 points would have been a lot more if he got the clean sheet. Deserved the clean sheet. Nico Williams, bit of a letdown, 1-0. We'll move on from that. But I'm not going to... I don't like saying that as a United fan.
Go on,
in FPL, Salah, first game of the season, is your captain. You don't go anywhere else. I should have, but you don't go anywhere else.
I said it earlier. It's the no-brainer. It's the banter.
Inevitable, right? He's going to get you points. I was worried till the end. That last minute's goal secured me, and I got that. I
think every Salah owner was very much like, oh, come on, it's opening day and he hasn't actually done it. And then obviously Mr. Inevitable does
it. Gotta do it. And then Reinders, 10 points.
Don't get me started.
10 points from that boy. And you bigged him up so much and he wasn't in your team.
I bigged him up and I was saying how good he's going to be in the Prem and I didn't even put him in my team.
And I had Cherky in my team so long and I switched it up. Went for him. Dreamland is the word. Dreamland.
Well played, mate.
Anderson, 6 points. Take that.
Underrated as well. Very good.
Disappointment with Bruno. I had Kudos in my team for so long.
And you would have saved more money as well.
It hurt so much because I had Kudos, I had Chris Wood. They both bagged points. They did amazing. And I swapped them both out for Watkins. Because I've got Watkins in the front as well. Watkins and Bruno blanking. 2 points apiece. Awful. But player of the week, it's got to be Haaland.
So in this segment, we're going to do a player of the week where we choose our player, not necessarily that got the most points, but the one that like stood out. So James has Haaland. Both me and Joe don't. He got points. He did well.
13 points. I wish I'd have captained him, but I didn't have it in there to go against Salah. Yeah, but 13 points could have been more. I am more than happy with 73 points.
And then your other striker?
I mentioned Watkins a little bit, but I went for Watkins. Should have been Chris Wood. Should have stuck with my guns. I spoke him up this whole time. Whole time. All I've gone on about is Chris Wood. He's staying with the team. He is my constant. Last minute, I changed to Watkins, and it hurt.
What's funny is I think if all of us stuck to our guns, I think I mean, you've already done.
Well, you won't be
you've
anywhere
done
near
amazing, but
there's levels to this. As I say.
yeah, but I very, very good week from James in the.
And now you're gonna see a nosedive into the other two. Right. If you want to talk me through your team and your ideas behind it,
my flop.
Where were you coming from?
My flop team. I am
flop. Capital letters. Flop.
I am disappointed with my squad, and I don't believe they performed to the best of their abilities. But we move on. Sells doesn't get the clean sheet due to a last-minute penalty, which is
unlucky.
Devastating. Saliba, the only one of the only players, one of the only two in my 4 back line to actually get a return. Clean sheet at Old Trafford, very good from Saliba. I love to see that. Virgil van Dijk, obviously with Liverpool conceding 2, it's not good enough, is it? But oh well, we move. Then this one is just so irritating. I put Conser in my side because I looked at the starting fixtures for
What happened? What happened again? I don't remember.
He might have got a red card, straight red. So meaning he's out.
And he's in your team.
Yeah, he's out for 3 games. Yeah. So that might
3 games straight red.
Yeah, might have to be a forced substitution.
Some call that Ed.
Next choice was Van de Ven of Spurs, even though it pains me to do it, but he did return. So someone who I didn't want on my team has returned me some points. Salah captain, it was the banker, the no-brainer, all that. He's done very well and fair play. My player of the week goes to Salah just because oh god, thank God he actually did what he did, because if not, I'd be really, really in
a
bad
all
situation.
In the same boat.
And then we move on to the rest of the midfield when I was so confident about my midfield, and the rest of it flopped. Cole Palmer. What are you doing? Opening day.
I didn't rate the pick. You didn't bat me.
At home, and doesn't do the job against Palace. Florian Wirtz, new signing for Liverpool, has played both up front pre-season and in cam. Blanks again. And then this is my flop of the week, and this one just really hurts me because in last week's podcast, I was telling everyone, get Daniel Marlon in your team. He's got such a low percentage of ownership, and all pre-season he's been amazing, but this is the most the biggest proof that pre-season doesn't matter, and it's it all changes when the Premier League season starts. Marlon getting goals and assists left, right, and centre, comes to opening game week of the Premier League, play Newcastle, and he's on the bench. Emery brings him on with about, let's just say, 10 to 15 minutes left to go.
1 minute? What? 1 point? Sorry.
1 point for Daniel
Lucky
Marlon.
to get that, mate.
When I was umming and ahhing about him and Reinders, and I actually went for Marlon, which is the stupidest decision I've made in a while.
Who went Reinders?
You did, mate. And then how many points did you get from him again? Quite a lot.
33 for the week, mate.
Yeah,
10 for him.
So you did very well with Reinders.
You got 1.
And then, guys, you'd think it goes from bad, there'll be something to bring this up, make the week seem a little bit better. I'm not joking. It gets worse. Gyökeres.
You don't want to do the no?
I'll do that when he scores a hat-trick next week against Leeds. That's when I'll be.
We'll see that.
Gyökeres gets me 1 point. I'm not even going into that. I don't even into that. And
new signing, 1 point. Crazy.
Well, we'll
Keep
see.
going.
We'll see how it goes. And then Ollie Watkins gets me 2. Again, not good enough. I mean, a top striker like him against Newcastle, this is your opportunity to prove yourself as well. He doesn't do it. So the team's had a very bad one. We've got a lot of catching up to do already on James. We've got even some catching up to do on Joe.
You won't catch me now.
Very bad. In terms of this week, out of the 3 gaffers, the only person with their team to actually win a game of football is me. And it's great that
Does that matter in FPL?
Well, I have bragging rights in real life, but then when it comes to FPL, I have flopped so hard that I have debated even quitting in game week 1, which is just peak.
And it's not FPL if you don't consider quitting.
Exactly.
At least.
All throughout the season.
I'm not going to because I'm going to win. So, we spoke about the forfeit.
So, what we're going to do is at the end of the season, we're going to have what is a Premier League Man of the Match trophy, but as the winner's trophy, and for the forfeit at the end of the season, James?
So the forfeit. So obviously I'm going to win. The forfeit, the winner of this beautiful FPL league
I'm not
of
looking
us
forward to
three. So their team, this one of these, and whoever comes last has to wear the shirt
of the winner.
of the winner. So you want to either come middle or win. But at the end of the day, you're not going to win because I'm here. So basically, it's a question: who's going to
wear a Man United?
Who's going to wear a Man United shirt? Is it going to be Ed, or is it going to be Joe?
Leave your comments down below who you think it's going to be. I mean, I've got
Get
off
it
to
in.
a very bad start, so I expect a lot of people to say me, but I need to just pray that throughout the season I'm going to overtake Joe at some point. Anyway, moving on. Talking about Joe, onto Joe's team.
My FPL week started okay. Had Salah obviously as captain. He scored luckily at the end of that game. I was quite happy about that, but I was also unhappy. I didn't want to see Liverpool win first day of the season. But I had a good couple of players. Elliot Anderson, a good performer for me, getting 6 points, 6 points. Van de Ven getting 6 points, good for me. And obviously Robert Sanchez from Chelsea getting myself 7 points. There was a lot of letdowns this week. A lot of letdowns. I thought Cole Palmer against Palace, he could have got himself involved in the game a bit more. He was not good. João Pedro didn't get any service, like I said before. Pretty poor from him. Watkins, I'm quite happy that Newcastle kept him quiet, but I wouldn't have minded a little 2-1 to Newcastle if Watkins got a goal or something. Do you know what I mean? Tonali played well, really well for us, but obviously the points don't accumulate to how well they played. They accrue to statistics and goals and assists. Didn't happen there. Should have got an assist though for the Elanga through ball to get him one-on-one with the keeper, but Elanga's new. We're going to give him time. We've still got Tarkowski to play tonight, so that's going to be interesting. If I can get an extra few points on the ball. Me and Ed are level. Ed played all of his players. All of his players have played. 48 points. Tarkowski, get me a clean sheet and a couple of defensive contributions tonight, and I'll be laughing. I'll be in the mid-50s. I'll be happy with that to start my week. So my player of the week is obviously, only because he's captained, it'd be Mo Salah. If I'd captained maybe Van de Ven or Sanchez, I would have got probably the same, if not more points. But I'd also say a little unsung hero. Just, I know it's not meant for it, but unsung hero Elliot Anderson should have had 2 assists. That would have put him on like 9 points. If I captained him, he would have been up there. But my flops of the week, my main flop is Cole Palmer. Letting me down again. Well, not again. Last season I had him for a bit, and he wasn't really doing it for me, so I got rid of him. But this season, Palace. Obviously, you got to deal with Wharton, but you should be doing better. Mug. Anyway, and also João Pedro, but then again, I can't blame him when he's not getting any service. But let's see how next week goes for FPL. Let's hope we do a bit better, because James has obviously stormed in the lead. Let's hope he doesn't get it too much further.
Well, I've had a bad week. Joe gives it the big in that he's had a good week. He's only just beaten me. Like it's not by a lot.
He's not had a good week. You both had. I mean, 40 ain't the worst. Around 40, but you've had below mediocre. I'd say.
I'd say below.
Yeah, and I'd say I've had a great week. I could have done better, and this is the difference between my standards. And I'm not happy with my score. I'd prefer to be higher. Whereas you two are praying you got a little bit more.
I'm praying I've got something in the locker next week, but we'll see how it goes. Moving on to the final section of the video. Very, very quickly, we're just going to brush over it. Throughout the pre-season, we've been giving you guys transfer talk. Now we're into season 2 and episode 1 of the 3 Gaffers. We're going to do a brief, what's going on in the world of football transfer-wise. First of all, things have gone sour with Visa as Brentford have announced that he's not leaving.
It's got to hurt. 60 mil is what Brentford are asking for minimum. It's going to be very controversial. Eze looks like he's on his way to Spurs as Arsenal completely drop out of the race, which I just think is ridiculous. How do you feel about that?
I'd like to be in the race. I like the guy. I think he's brilliant. He's from North London. He's from Arsenal. He was in Arsenal's academy as a kid. I would have loved to have seen him sign for Arsenal, but it's obviously not.
If you turn your back on him, though, he's going to go Spurs, isn't he?
Yeah,
because they always want to stay in. When these players are around London, they want to stay in the London clubs.
Yeah,
and Spurs right now, that project.
That is, yeah, it's exciting, but I'm gutted with Eze. But We'll see who Arsenal go in for now by the end of the window, if they do go for anyone. Donnarumma. This lad was certain he's going to be a Man United player in the last video, and now it looks like he is moving to Manchester. But to Manchester City, it looks like it's nearly going to be done. They just need to wait for the Edison deal to be over the line and Edison to leave Man City for Donnarumma to join.
Silly. We should have jumped in the moment we heard that it had gone sour between PSG and Donnarumma. United should have been in with an offer. We should have gone for that because we need that. City will get by. City will get by. They just signed Trafford. City will be fine. We should have gone all out, paid over what they were asking, paid him what he wanted, even though it's against the current regime. But we should have just got him in.
I think not only have Man City signed him because he's the best goalie currently.
He's done it to get him away from us.
I think it's also they've done it to like make sure you don't get him. I think it's such a big move. It's a really clever.
And it'd be silly to go to us over them right now. It's I hate saying that, but at the moment it is City over us. Like they're a better team. Got more chance. We've not even got Europe right now, so if he wants that, he's going to choose them. Yeah, but we should have jumped in when we had the chance.
You are gutted about that one.
Punching walls,
Joe's
mate.
not even here yet. He's taken over the Free Gaffers podcast again. Jacob Rambo? Jacob Ramsey signs for Newcastle for 39 million. And, I mean, whoopie-doo. Fair play.
Overspend.
Gonçalo Ramos, the young, talented striker at PSG, looks like he's very strongly linked to Newcastle, as well as Moise Kean. Moise Kean's done very well in the Serie A since his return, yet every time he's been in the Premier League, it's not really worked out for him, including Everton. But, I mean, Joe says that everyone's linked with Newcastle. And
the deal's done.
The deal's done. They've signed the contract.
Signed the contract. He is coming to Newcastle. Next minute, it's at United.
Yeah. That's kind of how the window's gone, really. And in Bueno.
I love to see the pain.
It is brilliant.
In his eyes. He's cried a lot recently.
Finally, Rodrigo, all guns blazing for Arsenal now and Manchester City. Both the sides want Rodrigo. Arsenal have dropped interest in Eze, going all out for Rodrigo. Man City have brought in many big signings, yet they're not done yet. Man City still in for Donnarumma. Man City still in for Rodrigo. This could be a very big transfer in terms of the title race in the Premier League.
It's a big move. I'd like to see him in the Prem. Not at any of them teams, but I'd like to see him. I'd like to see what he does. Yeah, I would love it.
Fair play. Anyway, James.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Check us out on all socials: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, at the Free Gaffers. See you next week. Like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Beautiful. Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you next week for episode 2 of Series 2. We're so excited to give you a full season, aren't we, James?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to this one. And the fact that I'm going to be seeing one of you boys in my club's shirt is
at the end of the season.
Glorious. So many photos. You're going to the tears.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when we win every week, and then you guys keep on losing. Then I'll be bragging weekly.
We're still getting top 6. Don't worry. 5th. And Arsenal going to come second again.
Yeah, it's in the script.
Liverpool, City for the league. Who knows?
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week for episode 2 of Series 2. See you later, guys. Thank you.
Joe.
Thank you for watching the Three Gaffers. Like and subscribe. Cheers, guys. And Daniel Farker.